Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do Big Girls number 5 by Image Comics by Jason Howard. We're reaching the end of the book. It's a 6-issue series, and it's going to reach its epic, quote unquote, epic conclusions. And so let's dive in. First of all, I'm not a big fan of this cover, not as much, and I don't mean the art. The art is good, only it looks better. I mean, you could look at it like this. This is probably the best one, but I believe it should be like this somehow. I don't know, and then flip it instead of this. But that's me. Okay. So we see Tanik here on the screen, and then he gets a message that someone is breaking into one of the facilities in a quarantine level, and that person started Behemoth Initiator. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, watch my last issue. What am I saying? My last review of Big Girls 124, and that's going to become a little bit clearer. So we see here the big girls, having a standoff against Gulliver here, and Gulliver is, spouting nonsense about that the big girls are of the old way and that she's being oppressed, and basically say, we're going to teach you a lesson, and the big girls are a mistake, and then we're going to attack you. But Ember here says, well, if you're going to do that, everybody is going to die, and there's a lot of people in here. But Gulliver doesn't care. She just wants to have, some kind of power. And so we see here a beautiful shot, splash page, double splash spreads, double splash spread. Is that how you say it? Of the Jacks, invading the town, starting to attack the big girls. And Gulliver is monologuing about that she is being oppressed and that she's go to any length to get what she wants. She's being hurt by Tanik as well, because Tanik and Gulliver were once man and wife, and they had a baby, and that baby turned into a Jack, and Tanik kills their own child, and that made Gulliver go mad, etc. And switching a couple of issues, I want to say switching a couple of issues, but that's not it. Sometimes my English is so bad I cannot get the right words out. Sorry for that. So as you see here, beautiful art, lots of action, and let me see, switching. Oh yeah, then somehow, she is telling everybody and shouting Gulliver. One of the girls, I forget her name, takes her out, and she's falling to her death. And then basically, I guess that's the end of Gulliver. There's no splat, there's no body, there's no blood, just falling. I think that ending is a little bit too quick. I mean, there's a lot of buildup with Gulliver being the leader and, raising Jacks and send them to town for her own personal reasons. And then she's getting out, she's getting taken out in a second. Although I like that she's going out like this, very suddenly. But the impact is not really there, if you know what I mean. So it's just over now for Gulliver. So all the build up, and she's taken out in 1 second, and then that's it. So that's unfortunate. I believe this is the last thing that we see of her. I can't remember the story of issue 6 anymore, because I'm going to read that soon again for the review. But okay, let's move on. So Jack's attacking, and basically this is an all-action comic, with a lot of people dying, a lot of punches thrown around, lots of killing. Really love it, action-packed, cool. And but there are too many Jacks, and the big girls. There's only 3 of them left, or there were, and they are getting taken out left and right. And then Amber says, I'm not going to do this anymore. There's too much death. And she wants to have a chat with one of the Jacks, because a couple of issues ago, she letting a Jack go because that Jack spoke to her, using words. And she sees that same Jack, and she's going to approach him and well, she wants to stop all the killing. And so, but before we're gonna do that, we're gonna switch back to the inhibitor, where this guy called Martin, going back to the first issue, he had a son. Tanik discovered that the son is going to turn into a jack. Killed the son, and Martin, hell bent on getting revenge, working together with Gulliver, injecting himself with some kind of liquid because Gulliver had a plan. And Chang is coming in, and they are. Well, this is almost the same scene from a couple issues ago, or maybe the last issue, that he and Gulliver having a baby, and that the baby was here in the pot, and then broke out, tried to kill Gulliver because he was turning into a jack. So yeah, Tanik also killed his own son because he was afraid that he is gonna be a danger to the world. And Tanik, he's a hard ass, but also a father, and he's very conflicted. But at the same time, he said, "I'm sacrificing a lot for this town, for this world. Why isn't everybody doing the same thing as me?" And he basically snaps a little bit, and he attacks Martin because Martin is still mad at him because, well, he killed his son, and that's rightfully so. But the son is being turned into a jack. I mean, there was no other solution, right? So these two characters have a lot of reasons to hate each other. Well, now Tanik doesn't hate him, but he is hating him because of the killing. Moving on real fast before I ramble again, and then we see a cool shot between Ember and one of the jacks, and the jack says, "Do you kill?" And she says, "No, not anymore." And then the jack is doing something and basically making peace. And he says, "I help, please." And then he sends the other jacks away, and the jacks is leaving the cities because I believe he's now the leader or somehow. Also, cool looking shot of one of the jacks, bleeding out, he's dead. Then something cool happens. Tanik shoots at Martin, and he says, It's clear now that I never go far enough. No more. I'm the real barrier. I'm the reason we are preserved." And then he shoots, I don't know, something, and then Martin getting overflown with this liquid, and then he sees a shocking revelation. Well, the revelation is that at the end, I'm not going to spoil, but let's say someone is getting big. And that's where I leave it, because the ending is coming soon, issue 6, and we're going to talk about that. So again, Big Girls number 5. Before we leave, I had to show you something. So of course the comic section. This is the end cover, by the way. This is an early version of how the characters look like, and even the monsters. And I must say, I like what I'm seeing. And you know why? First of all, I like the designs better. I mean, this girl, with the black hair now has a beret. Amber looks different. Even the black woman, which I don't know her name anymore because I'm not a big fan of her character, looks way softer, way more feminine. Also, as you can see here, she's way slender. She has a kind of metallic robotic arm. She has some equipment on her back. And even the jacks here looks really cool. Although, looks a lot like some kind of a wooden creature. And I don't know, it looks way different, more exciting, more kinetic, if you will. So yes, and because it's a shame that they are not going through with these character designs. I don't mind the new jacks instead of this one, but if you go back to the black character here as well, looks way better because she looks like, as you know, like this. I mean, a big butch, square-faced, man-looking, uninspired stereotypical black angry women. I don't like that at all. I mean, you had a chance to do something way more with her, and then you go for the stereotypical route. I don't know, man. This isn't for me. This character design, I mean. Ember looks okay, but the costumes doesn't do it for me either. It's way, how do you say, boring. Instead of, doing this with more like a equipment, with more technology, and using that technology to fend off the jacks, to battle the jacks. Also with the robotic arms here, and she has, I believe, 3 fingers. Let me double check. Yeah, or 4, 3. I don't know. It looks way cooler. That's my opinion. Yeah. Oh, look at that. She's kicking him in the face and shooting him in the back, doing a cartwheel. Man, that looks great. Why not use that in a comic? But hey, that's the decision they make. So yeah, and of course the making of. Big Girls number 5. I love it. It's still good. Yeah, issue 6 is coming soon. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.